everyone, it's Matt here. Welcome back to another episode of Savant's Tech Talk. One thing that I've been super grateful for during the pandemic is that even as my favorite restaurants were forced to close and I had to remain inside, I didn't have to go without enjoying my favorite food from my favorite restaurants. Luckily, I had a great solution in the shape of DoorDash. After installing this app, I didn't need to go out for takeout. I just simply order it on the app and they would deliver it to me fresh and hot. Food delivery services and apps like DoorDash have become some of the most popular apps these days. Since we made our video how to make an app like Uber, many of you have already been asking me to make a video on how to make an app like DoorDash, so that's what we're going to be discussing today. Now keep in mind, I'm not suggesting that you make an exact copy of DoorDash. Your app should have some sort of exclusive feature or unique selling proposition that differentiates it in the market. As always, if you have any questions as you watch this video, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video or if you find it interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos. So let's jump into it. So what is DoorDash? DoorDash is a food delivery service that was established in 2013 in San Francisco. The app is simple. You open it, locate your favorite restaurant, look up at the menu, and order from it. The restaurant prepares the food, while the DoorDash delivery driver will pick it up and deliver it to you, the customer. DoorDash is affiliated with many local and international eateries, so you have plenty of choices to pick for your food. Also, it has multiple benefits for the three parties involved. So you might be wondering, who are the three parties involved? Well, there's the vendors, the riders, and of course, the customers. Let's have a look at the vendors. The food vendors become partners with DoorDash, and the revenues are divided between both parties. A food vendor is called a dasher in the app, and you can be a restaurant owner or even a simple homemade chef. As long as you think you can deliver delicious food, then you can become a dasher. Food delivery is one of the most common sources of income for people who seek part-time jobs. The job is relatively simple, and it requires a rider that can pick up the food from the restaurant and deliver it to the customer on time. A big emphasis on the on-time part. Each delivery will generate more income for the rider, making this very beneficial for people who are looking for part-time work. And now the customer. Customers enjoy plenty of benefits from delivery apps. Firstly, there's the app's exclusive deals and discounts that are great for students and people with low income. And secondly, some restaurants don't deliver food. So if they do happen to be partnered with DoorDash, then you can order from there. And you get to enjoy a great meal from your favorite restaurant while eating at home. It can't get much better than that. So since there's three parties involved, essentially what this means is, in a way, you kind of have to develop three apps instead of one, if you want to run a service like DoorDash. So let's discuss some of the basics. Development. Since we're essentially building three different app copies, the developer must ensure that all three of these apps work smoothly and are linked together. You'll also need to introduce your delivery app on both iOS and Android to target a wider audience. And for that, you need good iOS and Android developers. Other than that, you'll also need a system analyst, quality tester, and database analyst. Make sure that you make the correct wireframe. Do not try to overcomplicate the app. You could choose a light colored theme for your layout. Just try to make your mock-up simple, yet elegant. Now let's have a look at some of the tech stack used by DoorDash. This includes Java, Swift, React, Kotlin, Nginx, Cloudflare, AWS Lambda, JavaScript, Retool, and TypeScript. Now, if we talk about the utility tech stack, then it uses Segment, Stripe, Google Analytics, and Optimizely. The DevOps it uses include Webpack, GitHub, Yarn, New Relic, Jenkins, Sentry, Docker, and some others. And of course, some efficient business tools like G Suite, AdRoll, and Jira are also used by DoorDash. Now let's look at some of the features that we would consider to be pretty important to include in the app. Starting with the customer app. Now, of course, sign up. Customers must have your food app account so that they can order food. You can offer them registrations through their email, Facebook, or even through their cell phone. More options to register will almost ensure more registrations. Searching. Ensure that the customer gets the list of all the available eateries on your app. Prioritize the eateries that are nearby to the customer's location. And you can also put a filter based on food choice, budget, offers, discounts, reviews, etc., etc. A search bar would help the customers find the exact restaurant. Of course, order placing. Do not forget this one. After completing the search, an order placement feature must be available where the customer can order, customize their order, and see what they ordered. I just want to emphasize, don't forget this one, because if they can't order, then it defeats the whole purpose of the app. Just as important as the ability to order is the ability to make payments and have payment options. Allow your customers to be able to make payments through credit card, through their e-wallets. Essentially, the more options that they have, the more likely you are to ensure sales. A GPS tracker. The GPS locator can help both the customer and even the rider so that they can locate the destination. It'll also help you see where the rider's at. So allow the customers to add their pinned or nearest location so that the rider won't have to wait for too long. And I don't know about you, but there's something I find weirdly addictive about checking where the DoorDash driver is every 2 seconds. And then there's reviews, because sometimes food or delivery experience can be overwhelming or even underwhelming. So your app should have a review and rating section where the customers can review both the good and the bad experiences. Now let's have a look at the delivery riders version of the app. Starting with the profile creation of the app, because the delivery folks need to create their profile on the app. It's important if they upload their picture and their contact details onto it as well. If they're registering online, then ensure that they upload a copy of their original ID and driving license for their motor vehicle. Orders. When it comes to the orders, the rider must have the exact coordinates of the eatery and the delivery location. They also have to have access to contact both the destination and the restaurant to be able to confirm things. They should have the choice to accept or reject an upcoming order. They also must have the option to tell if their delivery was completed or if the customer didn't pick it up or they canceled the order. Now let's look at the vendor app. Starting with the registration, because the eateries must register themselves for your delivery app. You can ask them for their location, name, opening hours, menu, contact information, and other things. The vendors should be allowed to update their menu, timings, images, costs, deals, or any other food-related options. And then there's the admin panel, and the admin panel is a crucial part. It handles the food orders from order placement till delivery. And this admin panel will be very helpful to the restaurant owners. Order management is also very important. Once the order is placed, it's for the vendor to arrange for the order, and they would require a clear description of the order. After that, they'll display the elapsed time for the order. Then a delivery agent will be assigned to it, and both the vendors and the delivery agent will send updates to each other until the order is delivered to the address. Now, before we end, there are some important aspects to remember. First of all, your online transaction point of sale model should be safe and secure, because your customer's privacy is critical. Secondly, your customer care service should be top notch. This includes a refund policy and scrutiny of the delivery crew. And thirdly, be precise and deliver on time. A food delivery app is useless if it can't deliver your food on time. Also, ensure that the customers actually get what they order. So there we have it. Some of the features, technologies, and important aspects to keep in mind when building a delivery app like DoorDash. Now, if you've watched any of our other how to make an app like videos, then you already know how much that we suggest that you start with an MVP. The MVP version is your idea stripped down to its core features, so that you can collect data as you gain traction. This is so that you can save yourself from spending ridiculous amounts of money on features or aspects that, once people start actually using your app, aren't very interested in. The MVP will allow you to collect data from your users and double down on what is actually working. Who knows? You might even notice that people are drawn to something about your app that you didn't expect. And this could eventually turn into what differentiates you from apps like DoorDash. So now that we've completed the video, as always, if you still have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, found it interesting or helpful, then don't be afraid to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.